I've noticed that quite a lot of transgender people watch my videos. I literally have no idea why. I barely talk about transgenderism.
So that was a lie.
These people just find me and comment on my videos with their pronouns in bio and all. It's actually quite threatening. But since you're already here, I thought, hey, why not have a talk? You. Yeah, you little... Okay, who wrote this script? I can't say that out loud. Susan would be really mad if I say that.
If you are justice...
Start pushing my videos, Susan.
Anyways, if you're transgender, you might be familiar with a little something called gender dysphoria. It's not a must if you're transgender. We all transition for different reasons. It's just that a lot of us, I would assume, including me, suffer from gender dysphoria. Even then, it can present itself in many different ways. Some might be dysphoric about something that doesn't cross the average person's mind. There's people worried that archaeologists 500 years from now are gonna find the remains and identify them by their assigned gender at birth. I think. Is there anyone genuinely worried about that? If so, may I suggest cremation?
Casey eats her husband's ashes.
And even then, who are you? Literally, who are you? Who are you watching this video? What makes you important enough that they're gonna want to dig up your skeleton and study you? Bestie, you need to get that massive ego in check, cause you're just another cog in this machine that is known as capitalism. Your body is only good as long as your labor can be exploited. Death is all we have to look forward to, and guess what? I don't give a flying if people assign a gender to my skeletal remains. Still, there's others who might, and in all honesty, even though it's a silly thing to be dysphoric about, I'm definitely not one to judge. I saw a picture of what breast tissue looks like once, and I haven't been the same since. If you're trans and haven't had top surgery yet, don't look it up. It's absolutely awful.
Disgusting!
I feel so much better now without them, and I haven't been bothered or dysphoric about anything chest related since. Obviously, that's because the best way, the correct way to treat gender dysphoria is to obviously transition. However, medical transition isn't always an option for everyone, which is really unfortunate, whether it's due to a person's environment, medical conditions, financial issues, medical gatekeeping, or living in a country where it's illegal. Whatever your situation is, whether you have social transitioned or if you're even out of the closet, I'm here to give you some advice that helped me at my worst points and continues to help me sometimes. Some of this is specific to trans men who want to feel more manly, but there's also a couple things I believe could be of help to everyone, even cis people who's just insecure about their body for some reason.
So do I think I'm transgender? Yes, 1000%. Do I identify with my natural born gender? 1000%.
First of all, know how to dress. I would have to make another video to go into more detail, but I feel like every trans guy and their mother have already done a video on this. You know the ones. They can definitely be useful, cause clothes can really make a huge difference, like cargo pants. I feel more like a man when I'm wearing my cargo pants. Mostly these videos are focused on passing as a man, but in my experience, even girl clothes can alleviate dysphoria to an extent. For example, for a short period of time when I was still trying my hardest to be a girl, I would wear a long skirt with baggy shirts. If you're okay with skirts, I would definitely recommend this if you're dysphoric about your legs and hips, cause then you won't have to look at it. Like, it worked for me. On the same notes, in regards to clothes and such, after I had already been social transitioning for a while, I did this skit where I pretended to be a TERF harassing a trans person in the bathroom. Please don't ask why, I think that video is still up.
I don't believe that. You're gonna have to show me your peanut.
Man, I wore a long messy wig, sloppily put on lipstick and used pillows to make my chest area even bigger. Basically, I turned myself into a caricature of a woman as a joke. And though I wouldn't go outside wearing that cause it didn't really make me feel manly, it still scratched an itch. It was cathartic, because once I removed the makeup, the clothes, the wig, the boob stuffing, my insecurities and my features I considered more feminine was nothing in comparison. That relief doesn't last very long, unfortunately. I just wanted to bring it up because it's funny.
That's misogynistic! You just proved that you're male at heart! I'm gonna tell you!
Now listen, I'm not super sure. I'm average by female standards. It's even more difficult for me knowing that I'm from a family of fucking giants. I was supposed to be tall, y'all. I was supposed to be fucking tall. I'm not though.
Instead, I'm stuck being short like the rest of you losers.
And that's because I've developed an ED right as I hit puberty as a result of being trans. Oh, the struggle. My body's main priority was surviving rather than growing. My saving grace nowadays are platform shoes. The taller the better. Like, it wouldn't hurt to add another centimeter or two. Come on, just another centimeter.
That's what she said.
Shoes are expensive though, but it's definitely an investment I recommend if you're insecure about your height, like me. I inherited my sister's platform sneakers and they're great because you barely notice that they're platform shoes, so you just think that I'm tall. Hell yeah. That being said, let's get into some more niche dysphoria. Hands. I'm very insecure about my tiny baby hands, and I don't think there's any procedures that are legal and safe that can make them bigger. I just have to live with them. What I've noticed really helps with my insecurity is wearing fingerless leather gloves. I used to wear knitted fingerless gloves until I went to this punk store with my friend. Everything was half price because the store was shutting down due to the store owner's gambling addiction or something. I'm not quite sure. Okay. Side story. But I found these really cool leather gloves and I wear them everywhere. Even if I wasn't insecure about my hands, leather gloves are just being sexy in general. Paint your nails black on top of that and you'll be irresistible to all girls everywhere, just saying.
And to me, if you do any of this, hit me up, I'm single.
Use that knowledge wisely.
Good night, everybody!
In a lot of videos on how to pause, they tell you to not wear makeup. They're wrong. Wear whatever makeup you want, actually. I don't use much makeup because I'm lame. I'm lame like that. What I do, however, is fill in my eyebrows, or I used to fill in my eyebrows before getting an eyebrow piercing. I don't want it to get infected, you know? Maybe that's just me. I grew up watching videos of trans men telling you to not fill in your eyebrows. I understand why they say that, because if you don't know how to do it correctly, it will look disastrous. If your goal is to pause, then you should be aware that there's masculine eyebrows and there's feminine eyebrows. Just because they're thicker doesn't mean they're masculine. It's quite popular with the thick eyebrows, you know, the ones that Instagram baddies have. Yeah, those ones that fade into nothingness. I don't know how they do it because they don't look natural.
If the men find out we can shapeshift, they're going to tell the church.
But they don't look drawn on, if you know what I mean. Your goal is to make your eyebrows look completely natural, which means they don't have to be on fleek, as they might say. As long as they look thicker, I don't know, figure it out. This video is slowly turning into how to be a Muggen Mylle clone, but that's okay. That's how it should be, actually. I'm the pinnacle of manhood after all. Don't be afraid to have longer hair. Not long hair, but you know, long hair by guy standards. Get the emo fringe, you know? You get it in the trans guy starter pack, and personally, I love it for a multitude of reasons. I don't think I would want to get a shorter cut at this time since I'm not on T yet. Stay with me because I'm about to show you just how mentally unwell I am. I personally believe that having longer hair that you can style and make more puffy takes away from your hip and thigh dysphoria. Yeah, judge me. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like the volume makes you look more proportional in a way. Does that make sense? I don't care if it actually works because it makes me feel better and that's all that matters. The last thing you could do for your body is lifting weights, build arm muscle and stuff. That's all I can say because this isn't a fitness channel and I'm nowhere near qualified to give advice on that. That's just the basics. So I have in fact 3 top secret methods of relieving gender dysphoria. This is going to be my first time ever telling anyone, because I trust you guys. Don't tell the cops, they're already onto me. Making this video alone is a huge risk for me, but I feel like this could benefit some of you, so it's worth it. I'm going out on a limb for you. Don't disappoint me.
FBI, open up!
These aren't substitutes for transitioning, but they might help you get through this rough patch. It's all about the mindset. Gender is, to an extent, a performance, and you do not exist for others' consumption. Your body is merely a flesh vessel you inhabit to experience things, do things you love. I know this mindset is difficult in practice, as someone with gender dysphoria and a previous ED. It's not that easy when it's hammered into us that we need to be beautiful since day one or we're useless. It still needs to be said because it might help someone out there, I don't know. Something I used to do, and to be honest, I still do, is turning off all the lights. Now, I'm not saying that this is healthy behavior at all. I can imagine that it's not great for your eyesight nor your mental health, and it might actually even explain my intense depressive episode I had right before surgery. But it's good if you don't want to see your own body. Just go for a walk, get some sun and fresh air. You'll be good, I hope. Yeah, you'll be... it's fine, you'll be good.
So that was a f***ing lie.
Now, this last method might be a bit more controversial, but I think it's great, and it kept me from losing my marbles completely. If you're on social media, it's okay to block people for whatever reason. I got a couple of comments after my surgery by people saying they're happy for me but a bit jealous, which I wholeheartedly get, because I was that person too. Jealousy is a bit of a taboo topic because it feels like something we should be ashamed of, but I feel like it's completely normal and we should talk about it, teach better ways to cope with it. You can totally be happy for someone and still be jealous. It only makes sense that you'd be jealous if you too want top surgery. Like, just a couple of months ago, I could see a random tweet by someone I've never heard of before saying they're getting top surgery, and boom, my day was ruined. So I just started blocking people and muting words to feel better about myself. This goes for any insecurity, by the way. Obviously, you gotta be smart about it. Don't block people in your circles that might see and think you're mad at them. But if the Kardashians make you feel bad for not living up to their unrealistic beauty standards, then it's not gonna upset anyone if you block Kylie Jenner. I actually encourage it. I heavily encourage it. We should all just block the Kardashians. I'm tired of them. What are you gonna do about it? Like, they can't stop us all. No one is gonna know if you muted someone on Twitter, especially if you rarely interact with them anyways. It doesn't make you a bad person. It just means you're taking care of your own mental health until you're in a better place, like I am right now. I feel comfortable on muting top surgery, etc.
Big boobs.
That's all I have to say, for now at least. Thank you for watching. A lot of mental illness went into making this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on all notifications, follow me on Twitter. If you want to donate, my Ko-fi is in the description. Comment your thoughts. Do you block people liberally? Do you just block anyone who makes you feel bad? Because I don't judge. I don't judge. Despite everything, I don't actually have anyone blocked on Twitter. Yeah, I'm playing Twitter on hard mode. What can I say? Anyways, bye.